If you're like me, you have situations in the past where when you look back on it, you appreciate it more as opposed to whenever you were experiencing it in the present. Maybe it's a trip with family or friends where you're getting annoyed with each other as the days continue to go on, can't wait to get home, but then afterwards you look back and say, wow, that was a precious time that I get to spend with loved ones, maybe with whom you don't get to spend so much time very often. Or maybe it's preparing for a big project. Maybe that be for work, for music, for something like theater, where all throughout the process you're stressed and it's so difficult because you want to get the material right. But then whenever the final note hits, or even whenever you're reminiscing afterwards, you think, wow, that was such a fun time. Both of those things have happened to me in my life. And there was a similar situation that I think almost happened in this time of life now, but I was able to catch and I was able to stop myself from wishing or getting excited about the next step and instead coming back to the present. I'm Matt, and I'm obsessed with finding my reason for being born. This is me sharing my journey along the way and any of the lessons that I learned with whomever wants to join. So that situation, that realization that I spoke about there, that is what I'm grateful for today on day 12 of my 100 Days of Gratefulness. I am getting ready to finish up my month where I've been able to spend at home with my parents in my parents' house. It has been an absolutely incredible time to be able to have these conversations on such a regular basis that before either I had to call them or they had to call me or we had to schedule. It's this time where we're able to sync up our routines, to be able to share most every meal, to be able to just be together. But even in these weeks, I've started to find, as what probably happens whenever we're living with anybody, especially whenever it's a new situation, not new situation in regards to we never lived together, but new situation in that now I'm an adult and I'm working as well as them working, not having to be taken care of. It can be easy to start taking it for granted. Even in as short a period as 3 weeks, it can be easy for us to get a little annoyed with each other for the little things. It can be easy to just go to my room and just say, you know what, I'm just going to spend the night here working on my own things. I'm going to spend the night here watching TV, whatever that may be. And while at times I personally definitely need that alone time to be able to recharge or to be able to work on particular projects, there's other times where instead of looking and being annoyed or not being satisfied with the current situation, instead I should be so grateful, remembering what a blessing it is that we're able to be under the same roof for such a long period of time relative to what we've had in the past few years. So it's that realization that I'm so thankful to have, because I know 2 weeks, 3 weeks from now, I'm going to look back and I'm going to say, wow, I do wish I can be with my family more. I wish I could be with them on that day to day. Maybe that's that phrase, distance makes the heart grow fonder. But instead, what I want to be able to do is I don't want this last week to go to waste. I want this to be a situation where I embrace each of the conversations, where I embrace that time that we have together, no matter what we're doing, for the gift that it is. Because as I've spoken about and I've realized so much in the last few years, spoken about in the last 10 days, since that's how long I've been making these YouTube videos, none of these moments are guaranteed to us. None of them are promised. And so right now is what I want to embrace, because right now that's what I have. Right now I have that opportunity to really have that bond, to really have that quality time with them. And I'm so thankful that I was able to have that realization before it was too late. And by too late, I mean before I was already gone on to the next step of my journey. So that's it. That's day 12. Grateful for the presence of mind, whether it's because of stuff that I've cultivated, the skills I've cultivated to reflect, or also just, wherever the idea came from, whatever combination it was, I am thankful for today. So I wonder, what's your situation today? What is the moment where maybe you're thinking further ahead, but what can you be embracing right now? What about right now will one day be the good old days? So I'll leave you with that for now. Have an incredibly blessed day until we talk again. I'm sending you lots and lots of love. Bye now, friends.